Fudge. That's not what I wanted to say. Playing Neopets. Less than 3. Angle brackets aren't allowed. Playing Neopets. Manifest? No description. Save. Inception. Let's go. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay. We are playing Neopets, baby. Sorry, I hit the start streaming on my streaming connector thingy. Did not realize it was actually connected. Alright, cool. Let's go. Let's go play now. Okay. Oh my god. Purchase NC item. Probably not. Here comes the mid ads. That's actually a Neopets ad. I thought it would be for some kind of enhancement product, if you know what I mean. Computer is being really slow. Not sure what to do about that. But apparently I have excellent connection, so. Welcome to the new and improved NC Mall. Wish lists are here. Okay. One-click purchasing. The pet preview I don't think was working the last time that I logged on. How do I have 400 Neocash? Because it was still Flash-based, I want to say? I don't know. Pronoun sticker pack, cute. Cute. Okay. Where do I even start? First of all, everyone's dressed up for Christmas and they look terrible. Our site rules have been updated. Okay. I got a sign on the dotted line. Harry Frenzy. Harry Points Frenzy. Oh, I completely missed the Void Within? I don't think I've ever participated in... They're called quests, right? No, is that what they're called? Plot. I got a new avatar. Okay, let's go back to my pets. Ooh, I have one viewer. That's fun. I probably should have put a hashtag in the description. Not that that potentially would even do anything, but... Okay, I'm malfunctioning, sorry. All I see is the Tampax hat. Okay. absorbencies to match your flow. There we go. Okay, okay. My drink is on the floor. I F everything up. Right after I F'd everything up. Anyone else have this fun accessory in their hair? Make cowlicks trend again. I've never not had that, I don't think. What is going on with my Kugra? Oh god, everyone looks really bad. And who are you? I think this is my Labre pet, actually. And I want everyone to eat food and not look sad anymore. Great. Let's go to Neopia. Oh, I forget why. Oh god, there's a reason why it's in gray and I do not remember. Okay. What do you like? They need a jacuzzi slash spa, and they're not staying at the cockroach towers. I can't do it. Can't do it. Mountain Lodge. How much was that? I actually don't care. I'm Neo Rich. I wonder if I have any money left in my bank account. Why do I have a morphing potion? What is happening? I'm so confused. Is this from the advent calendar last year? Ooh, I'm gonna check my shop till. I'm gonna go check my shop till. Not bad, not bad. Need some extra security. Why do I feel nervous that I have all that money in my account? I mean, yeah, not in the bank. This game was so stressful as a child. How do I customize? There we go. This is just, what is happening? I like his hat. Oh, but I bought that special for him, I'm pretty sure. Get rid of the Christmas. Okay, the rest of the outfit's cute. Looking like a little paper boy. Let's see. I just put him in a neon. Cute. Do I care enough to add anything else? Nope. Alright, moving on. What's Neopets? Not entirely sure what's going on here. I'm gonna skip this one. How do I customize you? Shoot, I forget. Oh, I didn't save it. Dude. That's so annoying. You can't even see the save button because there's Adobe Acrobat Peach Cup Sour Patch Kid in the way. Love at first Bible. What is happening? What is happening? I gotta turn on my DUI body cam.
You're going on the left-hand side.
Can I sit with him, please? Please.
Cannot. We cannot.
Please. Can she sit with me, that girl?
Thank you.
Please.
Move in, go all the way to the front, have a seat for me. Would you slide in there and sit over?
That looks like Danny's got some other stuff.
Yeah. That came out of his boot.
No.
A sudden accident shattered the peace of one family. Emotions ran high, and the search for truth began.
She freaking threw the bottle out the car. She's drunk.
The mother was furious, and her only concern was her child.
All I'm thinking about is my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby.
Despite this, the girl continues to deny any involvement in the car accident.
I've never been anyone in my life.
Baby okay? Is the baby right?
I don't know.
No, we need paramedics.
They're on the way.
We need paramedics. This woman was driving her car. She rammed us in the back and she threw the bottle out the car. She's drunk. She's fucking drunk.
Which lady?
This lady right there, the short white lady.
What is she driving?
This car.
Grey Muslim?
Yes. And the car in front is her boyfriend. She started calling her boyfriend. She goes, I'm going to jail, baby. I'm going to jail. She freaking threw the bottle out the car. She's fucking drunk.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. I
Which car were you in? This one here?
This week and I was in shock.
Okay.
Absolutely. I've never hit anyone in my life. Yes.
Were you involved in the accident?
I've never been in a car accident. Yes, I didn't have a car. I will take full responsibility. No, I am not drunk at all.
Okay.
Like point period at all.
Mom too?
That's my car. This is my girl.
So you had nothing to do with the crash?
I live right down the street. She called me. She just left. That was that.
Is your car crash at all?
No.
No?
No. This is my girl. Stop.
Is the car registered to you, hon?
My mom.
Okay. Hold on.
I think those cards are attached. Not sure. Thank you. I did just call my mom.
Is there registration insurance in the car? You think?
Yes, everything is in the car.
She's on drugs. She was. Check her.
Guys.
Stuff.
Calm down from the beginning. Relax.
She was throwing stuff underneath the car. She was, baby, I'm going to jail. Rummaging through things. She tried to drive away. She threw the bottle out the car. She's on drugs.
So you're saying
This came from her.
from her car?
She threw it out the car.
Are you guys okay? You guys injured at all?
My head.
That's why you're trying to get up.
We both hit our heads on, like, I feel like burning on the top of my head. And I can see marks on the top of his head.
Can you close your eyes for 1 second? It
My
does
back
look
is
like you
hurting.
got like a little, yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of a bump on your forehead there. Just make sure they check you out too, okay? You're good, bro. Are you guys injured at all? Well, not you, but are you injured at all? Yeah? Okay. You didn't get hurt when the airbag went off at all?
Honestly, I didn't even feel it because I didn't even know.
Okay.
Because I didn't even know that they were parked there, to be honest.
They were parked on a road.
Yeah, they were parked on the road.
Like on the-
I didn't
on
know
the
that-
shoulder,
yeah,
or-
and they
okay.
didn't have the hazard lights on.
Their lights are not even on.
They just put them on now.
So their lights are not even on. So they're parked on the side of the street with no lights on.
Okay.
Did you check their dial to see if the lights are on or off?
We're more concerned they had a baby in the car, and we're saying the baby looks like it's injured, so.
I get it.
So why
I
are they parked
understand
on the
that
side
I
of the
was a
street?
nanny, and I understand that whole situation, but like,
Did they get your information already, your driver's license, all that good stuff? Okay.
So you never just stop hazards. Their
no
lights are not. Their lights are not on.
like no lights.
They have no lights on in the car.
Okay.
Dark road.
It is.
And you can tell they have no lights on because the front lights are not off. They have running lights on.
What's going on? How you doing? Everything all right?
Yeah. Are you guys gonna GUI test her? Like, for alcohol and
There's no strong.
Yeah, we're gonna handle it accordingly. Are you okay? Are you injured? No?
I got like my head is burning on the top. It's like burning. It's burning
The
there.
airbag went off? It's probably from the airbag.
It didn't go off.
No, it didn't go off?
Hers went off.
One of the other officers has already typed out the crash report for you. So we're just waiting for the other officer to get in.
How's the baby?
They said the baby's fine.
Okay, good.
And you said that you saw her throw out the bottle of Tito's out the window? Yeah, okay.
And I'm like, you're drunk. She's like, I'm
So,
so sorry. Are you okay? Is your baby okay? Blah, blah, blah. Like, are you serious?
The challenges that I was having were leaking pipes and an outdated water heater.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind telling me what happened today?
So we were driving home because we live in this community right here, and I'm driving. My husband's in the car, his baby's in the back seat, and then we got hit in the back of my car from this woman over here.
What color pants and shirt is she wearing, just for
She's
clarification?
wearing black pants and what's that, cream top?
Okay. She's a white girl, black girl?
White girl.
Okay.
And so we pull over. Well, we just were shocked. So we're sitting in the car, shocked, and all I'm thinking about is my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. So I check and see that he's like alive and breathing, and I see that he is. And then after that, we get out of the car to see like what has been done. And then the woman threw. We hear like we see her throwing the bottle, and then we hear the bottle cling hit like the pavement on the side. So then I'm like, oh my God, and she's trying to throw the bottle out, but she's trying to get rid of evidence. So then I go to her and I'm like, you're drunk. And And she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She's like, I was drinking, but I'm not drunk. I was drinking, but I'm not drunk. And then she tries to leave. She got in her car, closed the door. I started taking pictures.
She was the only driver in the car. She was the only person in the car.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And was she on the phone prior, talking to someone prior to that?
Could have been, but I can't confirm that.
So you didn't hear her on the phone?
I did hear her on the phone.
Okay.
Yes.
What did afterwards? Okay. What did you hear her on the phone?
I heard her on the phone talking to her boyfriend. She said, "Baby, I'm going to jail. Baby, I'm going to jail." And then he's like, "What the fuck? What did you do? Like, what's going on?" She's like, "I'm going to jail." And then he's like, "Where are you?" She's like, "Please come, hurry, come right now." And he came so quick. I don't know how he got there right quick, but she was just talking to him on the phone saying, "I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail." I saw her sticking it either under the seat or under the car, just trying to get rid of things.
Well, what did you see her putting underneath the seat?
I didn't see what it was. I just saw her grabbing, because I have bad eyes. I have my glasses right here.
Okay.
That flew off after when I hit my thing. So
After the DUI officer took the family's testimony, now it's the alleged defender's turn.
And that's your vehicle? Okay. Were you the only driver in there? Yeah. Okay. You might tell me what happened.
Honestly, I have no idea because I didn't see them. And I had my lights, like my glasses on, so I see everything. I had no idea. This is honestly my first car accident.
Okay.
So I have no idea.
Okay. So you said that you did not see them in front of you? No. Okay.
Not even their lights or the hazards, like none of the above. And I've never been in a car wreck, period.
I'm sorry, you never what?
Been in a car wreck, period.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, speak low.
No, you're good. So the crash investigation part of it has been finished. So now this opens up to a DUI investigation, okay? So it is going to be an investigation. You're under investigation, okay? All right. So I'm just going to read you the Miranda rights prior to speaking to you, and then we're going to go from there, okay?
Right.
Okay. I turn this on. Are you able to see this?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions before we start?
No.
Okay. And do you understand everything?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Do not move your head. So the next one is called a walk and turn. So you're gonna put your left foot to where you can move the white line. Okay. Alright. When you are ready, and keep your hands at your side at all times, okay? When you are ready, you may begin. Okay. Alright. You can stop. So do me a favor, the last one you're gonna turn around. You're gonna put your hands up. You're being arrested for a DUI, okay? Yep, you can put on your shoes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not the end of the world.
It is for me.
Trust me, it's not. You'll see. It's not the end of the world.
So
Never done this.
you're still super young. Take it
I
as a lesson. Because tonight, instead of going in for a DUI, this could have been a homicide. Because if something would have happened to them, especially they had a little baby in the car. If something would have happened to the baby.
I'm a nanny.
Yep. So if something would have happened to them or the baby, you would have been getting charged with
The problem was
something.
I didn't even see the car. That's the worst part. And I had my glasses
Thank you. I
on.
appreciate it. I understand it. But I promise you this is not the end of the world. It's not. You'll see it. Take it as a learning lesson. These things happen. Unfortunately, sometimes you have to take a
My
look.
friend went through this already. I had a support
Yeah.
her.
So you should have known a little bit better, right?
I mean, yeah, but like, still.
I understand. So let me cover you up so you're
It's
not.
okay, don't worry.
No, I don't want you to
I'm really
expose.
nice, don't worry.
I know, but I don't want you exposed. There's a whole bunch of weirdos out here, so you don't have to expose, okay? So, listen, this could have been a lot worse. This is probably the best outcome. Luckily, you're okay, and luckily the other people are okay also, okay? Alright, okay. We're gonna walk over to my car.
No worries, I will follow you.
So, hang on, just stand right there for me. So, you're gonna turn around, face me. You're gonna put your butt up, yep. Put your butt up. And I'm gonna lean over you and buckle you up.
Okay, we're gonna fight.
I'm just gonna cover you up. I'll turn on some AC for you back here, okay?
I've never been in a car wreck.
Eventually, she was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol and property damage.
Are you an HR professional gearing up for your SHRM certification exam? Feeling overwhelmed by all the material? Well, let me tell you about HR Jetpack's SHRM certification exam prep program. It's designed to help you pass with confidence, aligning perfectly with the 2025 official learning system and body of applied skills and knowledge. HR Jetpack is ranked as the #1 official education partner for a reason, offering official assessments to pinpoint your strengths and weaknesses. Plus,
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ryan is a very funny, very energetic individual. He's a good guy.
Beautiful.
He's caring, he's helpful. Ryan is a very smart person.
Hey, look, it's done.
He is a good mechanic. He knows how to fix things.
He could have a happy life instead of...
Is this not allowed on YouTube? Is the YouTube video allowed on YouTube? I have 2 viewers. Or 2 views. Rather. Well, I guess I'll just find out.
this scrounging to get high.
I appreciate it. When I go in the house.
My name is Ryan, and I'm 26 years old. I am addicted to fentanyl.
Ryan will steal, pawn, everything. Half my house has disappeared. Ryan's addiction, it's affected everybody, the whole family. We're all suffering from it. I just wish I had the old Ryan back. But the day Ryan was born, it was love at first sight with Ryan.
He'd like to have fun. He smiled a lot, he laughed a lot. He wanted to experience everything. And it was good memories.
He's a good learner. He just didn't like rules.
Ryan did have a tough run going through junior high. He was being picked on and he would never back down though.
In junior high school, Ryan was very anti-establishment. He was a jokester. He would be blamed for things that he had no involvement in.
They proceeded to say he had a lot of ADD issues. So to make the long story short, we had agreed that the best thing for Ryan at that point would be homeschooling.
I had a lot of misgivings. My idea of him finishing school is in a school. Sometimes Karen was doing his homework. We would argue about it all the time.
It did get to me quite a bit. They'd be like screaming and yelling at each other. Like I just didn't want to even be in the house, so I'd just go outside and do whatever I could to get away from it.
In his teens, his biggest thrill was skateboards. He'd eat, think, sleep, skateboarding.
The first time I ever touched a skateboard, I just fell in love with it. There's like no rules. You could just kind of do whatever you wanted. You could get anything at the skate park, from crack cocaine to acid. I was smoking a ton of weed. That's pretty much like skateboarding life.
When Ryan was 16, everything changed drastically.
I went to go do my trick, and I probably jumped from like 5 or 6 feet. And when I landed, I just remember looking down, and it was like half a tennis ball in my sock.
He had shattered the whole ankle.
The doctor started me off with a bunch of pain pills, and everything went away. You're just like in agony, and this one little thing can just make that stop. It's kind of surreal. Eventually, the pills didn't do anything for me, and they had to upgrade me to the oxys. I loved the feeling of those pills. They just give me more and more. And like I'd always end up having to get a refill early.
The ankle injury had a lot of effects on Ryan.
I think he was down on himself, and he just wanted to be left alone.
His dad decided he was going to move out, just packed his Jeep up with his personal stuff and just drove away. He had no contact, didn't bother to phone him, see how he's doing, nothing. I think it made Ryan feel like his dad didn't care.
After my dad left, I actually had like a lot more free time. My mom stopped paying attention to what I was doing like completely, and it was free feeling. At the same time, it's kind of a feeling. I went and bought like cocaine, MDMA, anything, so I could get as high as much as I wanted. It felt good to just be out and not have to deal with any problems at home.
We were separated for a year, and Ryan's addiction came to the forefront while I was gone.
I went to buy some oxys. They ended up being like fentanyl, I guess.
What if insurance, doctors, pharmacies came together and worked as one team? That would be a better idea for healthcare. Kaiser Permanente.
We went over there to try to help, and the paramedics were there.
Ryan.
Okay, I'm making this video on my phone, and I had grabbed like a few screenshots, so sorry if it looks weird, okay? And I gotta scroll through the picture, but apparently there's this vegan on Reddit, a long-term vegan, that shared that they have a complicated issue with decades-long veganism. They said, I've been a lifetime vegan starting really early with over 40 years being totally vegan, very, very little processed soy meat, substitute maybe 3 to 4 times a year. Over the years, my jaw presented a problem to where I can no longer chew raw vegetables and fruits. Everything I eat for about 6 years has to be steamed or pressure cooked. Can't eat nuts or seeds. My doctor recently ordered a CT scan, which with results to point to kidney and liver problems. I have high cholesterol. Nothing I eat has cholesterol. I'm asking here, does anyone know why I would have A, high cholesterol, and B, is there a way to get more fiber in a diet where you cannot chew? I have dentures and they are useless, as my jaw has very little bone. And somebody asked them what they eat, and it was a bunch of like, I don't know, I'm gonna go through it real quick. They said they eat oatmeal with an ounce of firm tofu, a dash of coarse salt, homemade espresso with soy milk, monk fruit, water with vitamin C, and a half a scoop of creatine, protein shake, a vegan protein shake, with a cup of raw super greens and a cup of spinach. It could just be a bias of my own, but I think that especially when you want to describe this for what sounds like a daily thing, and you're saying a cup of spinach, that's going to pummel your kidneys, but I don't think anybody told them that. A scoop of branched chain amino acids at work, they will have a few pecans for a snack because they're the softest nut, but they can barely chew them. Coffee in a drip pot with powdered plain creamer, I guess some vegan, some dairy-free creamer. Silk soy unsweetened plain yogurt. They'll add more of that Huel protein powder. Mid-afternoon, 2 bites of those Lenny and Larry protein cookies. I used to eat those sometimes as a vegan. I couldn't really tolerate them, though. Those things were so thick and dry and disgusting. But anyway, then they have broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, seasoned tofu, amino acids, Dr. Bragg's aminos. Dessert is a few tablespoons of peanut butter, and they add chopped nuts and more protein powder. They said they know they need to drink more water. Okay, so you're not drinking enough water could be bad too. People were saying that it could be all those synthetic, well, they didn't say the synthetic, but they said that it could be their high protein diet. I don't know. As soon as I hear you're having a cup of spinach, probably raw spinach a day, not even cooking it, not even boiling out some of the oxalates, yeah, that could probably lead to some kidney problems, maybe. I don't know what could be causing these liver problems. I don't know. I don't know how long they've been eating this way either, because it's saying they've been vegan for over 40 years, but then they're describing stuff that I don't really recall too many vegans talking about, like even 10 years ago, like taking the branched chain amino acids and the creatine. And was Huel even out 20, 30, 40 years ago? The one thing that could have been consistent that was out 40 years ago was, like daggone spinach. So I don't really know exactly, but it could just be overall you being a vegan. I know that may be hard for some vegans to accept because they want to hear what's the missing nutrient, what nutrient can you not get on a vegan diet. Sometimes a vegan diet is just bad. It's just inherently bad. Overall, your body is struggling all the time. Okay? You keep eating all that daggone spinach, it's binding to calcium. Maybe that's why your jawbone's wasting away. It's an oxalate. You've probably got more oxalate crystals than jawbone at this point in your body by body weight. So I don't know. I don't know why the doctor ordered a CT scan. Were they having symptoms? Like, because that's pretty concerning. If you're having symptoms and your doctor ordered a CT scan and they saw that something was wrong with your kidney and liver. And with your kidney, like sometimes they can see if you have like a blood test, they can see stuff, but it's said through a CT scan. So what are they seeing in the CT scan that's showing up in your kidneys and your liver? I really don't know. Then the whole high cholesterol thing is like, what you eat really doesn't play a part in your cholesterol. Sometimes it's genetics. As far as I've heard that with the dietary cholesterol doesn't really have much of an impact for some people when it comes to their blood cholesterol. Some people are just genetically going to have high cholesterol even without eating any cholesterol. So, and is that a bad thing? I don't know. I don't really know. I just think this person is overall at end-stage veganism. This could just be the way that it goes. And if you reduce the protein in your diet, I don't know if that could help their kidney or their liver. I don't see how that could impact their cholesterol. I don't know what their cholesterol ratios is. Do they have high triglycerides too? Do they have low HDL? Do they just have high LDL and everything else is fine? I don't know. But it is pretty sad because it sounds like they really want to eat other stuff, but they can't chew it. They can barely chew the pecans, however you say it, which is pretty sad. And there was a comment where somebody said their diet looks insanely healthy, but they were concerned about the protein. This doesn't sound insanely healthy to me. It sounds insanely restrictive and insanely insane. And the reason I asked about their previous diet, because they're talking about the Huel products and the Larry, whatever their name is, Larry and them cookies. And all this stuff that wasn't out for very long, because this could have been stuff that's been a long time coming from your long-term vegan diet, not just from the stuff you had in the last few years. I don't know. Hopefully they'll be okay. Liver issues are nothing to mess with, and kidney issues not either, but liver definitely not anything to mess with. They didn't say what the specific kidney and liver issues were, though, because that could be like any number of things. Is it fatty liver? Is it liver scarring? Is it your kidneys not filtering? Do you have protein in your urine? Like, do they see oxalate crystals jacking up your kidneys? I don't really know. I have no idea. Are some of the kidney functions, because they said it from a CT scan. I'm not a doctor. You can let me know. They didn't say their blood test said anything. Did they get blood tests? I don't know. I really don't know. Please let me know what you think in the comments. It's pretty unfortunate. It's pretty sad. But at least you can imagine that you're helping animals, I guess.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Do We Know Them, episode 243. Our prayers have been answered. A scam event.
As Hilda Larson has passed away. This is a thumbnail from a recent interview she did about 2 months ago. Love Fruit, the podcast for raw vegan fruitarians. So she passed away. YouTube does delete a lot of comments, but under this video, if your comment gets deleted, it's probably me that deleted it. I'm gonna delete any comments that I feel are disrespectful to Hilda. So on Facebook, there are a lot of people speculating about what happened to her, even though no one knows for sure. But it seems that she passed away on February 10th in the hospital. He was 56, which is quite young, but not for a vegan. We don't have any official vegan life expectancy number out there. However, one of my viewers a couple of years ago, maybe this will sound morbid, but they have been collecting data of all the deceased vegans, like the public vegans or vegans that are in the news, on TV, anywhere that we can gather record of a deceased vegan. They compiled a spreadsheet, and Hilda Larson was not young for a vegan. She actually passed the average age by about a year. So Hilda Larson, I've had one video about Hilda Larson, and it wasn't even really about her. It was about the comment section under one of her videos, and I think it was the one and only video that I've ever had that was flagged by YouTube and saying it violated their guidelines or something. I don't know if a lot of y'all remember that video, but it was called "Don't Let These Raw Vegans Kill You," and I don't think there was even anything wrong with the video, you know, and what I said. But it wasn't really about Hilda. It was about the comment section. So somebody was in her comment section saying that they were doing the fruitarian thing, and they wound up with type 1 diabetes, like out of the blue as an adult. Now, that sounds extremely rare to me, to develop type 1 diabetes just out of the blue as an adult. And somebody in the comments was like, oh, you just need to eat more fruit and and you're eating too much fat, and the person was like, no, I'm eating a lot of fruit and greens and vegetables, and they weren't eating a lot of fat. But the people in the comments were like, or this one person would just tell them, you need to eat more fruit and less fat. And it was just sickening and disgusting. But Hilda herself, she did not get involved. She didn't give the person any bad advice. I think it's better to say nothing than to give bad advice. So at the very least, I guess I can commend her for that, because there's a lot of vegans on YouTube right now. If someone came up and said, I got type 1 diabetes following a fruitarian diet, they would say, just eat more fruit and you're eating too much fat, and insist that they were doing it wrong. And Hilda did not do that. She did not participate in that. But anyway, as I was looking through some of her recent videos, it seems someone asked why she stopped showing herself in her videos, because she used to be in her videos all the time. She was in all the videos basically. And somebody asked why she stopped showing up in her videos. It makes me wonder, is this a sign of the end stage love fruit, raw, vegan, fruitarian lifestyle, where these people used to show themselves in their videos a lot and then they stop for no known reason? They disappear. So Hilda Larson had a book, From Hell to Inspired, and on her website, the illnesses that she described having were Lyme disease, which is rarely life-threatening, rheumatoid arthritis, ulcers, and anxiety. And so here goes one of the reviews that was posted on her website. From Hell to Inspired is an extraordinary story of one woman's courageous transformation from debilitating illness and a bedridden existence into breathtaking states of vitality and strength. In a pivotal decision that forever changed her life, Hilda Larson turned away from all medical treatment.
Pebble poops, stuck poop, loose poop, meet regular poops. Seeds DSO1 is clinically proven to...
Choosing to risk death rather than take any more drugs. It was in that moment that she began to chart her arduous path back to health, gaining knowledge of natural healing techniques of raw fruits, vegetables, herbs, and deep cellular detoxification. Through her power of conviction and determination, Hilda achieved the miraculous, a new life filled with transcendent, shining health, along with a profound love for herself and all of life, a landmark book, thought-provoking and inspirational. So I only mentioned the illnesses that she was suffering from, not to say that those are easy to deal with or anything like that, but just so that you have an idea, because some of these people, they do go down this raw vegan and fruitarian path, and even the Dr. Morse path, with ailments that are not exactly life-threatening, even though they may be excruciatingly painful, and maybe that is life-threatening because maybe it affects their mind to the point where they were just willing to do anything, even though if they would have just gone the conventional medical route, they probably would still be here, even though they would be here and be suffering. But it's not an easy thing to discuss, but I want to play a little bit of an interview that she gave recently on that Fruitarian podcast. And the reason why I'm playing this part of the interview is because it needs to be a warning to some of you people, you Dr. Morse following people, you detox protocol people, that, what Hilda's saying in this interview is just all the signs that your body is tapped out, is run out of nutrition, and you are at the end of the line with your nutrition stores, which you actually need to survive. And some of them are so misguided, they think that, I'm feeling, I've been eating my purifying, wonderful diet for so many years now, and all of a sudden I feel awful. This just must be the super deep detoxification. Not the fact that your body cannot just purify and purify and purify. It actually needs to rebuild sometimes, or you won't be around. Your body has to build. It has to actually physically be here, tangibly and solidly and hopefully well built and well nourished. But you keep purifying and cleansing and detoxing, eventually that's it. You're never going to get every single molecule of toxins out of your body. That may be hard and scary for some of you people that believe in the power of detox, except you're never going to get every single molecule of every toxin and every, heavy piece of heavy metal out of your body. You're never, ever, 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 ever going to achieve that until the only way you can achieve that is by you allowing your body to just die and break down and degrade, and all of those toxins, trace toxins, go into the soil and into the bugs, and then they can be in someone else's body, not yours. Okay, so at this point in the interview, you can hear that Hilda is at the point, they would call it a healing crisis, and it's just, the light is at the end of the tunnel. This is the deep, deep, deep detoxification. No, this is the deep end of you running out of everything that you need to stay alive. So here she goes.
Well, that's how subtle it can be. So I really can't even say. Now it's been 8.5 years since I've eaten just fruit. And my body is still working. Let me tell you, it's not like I'm not still going deeper. I have been deeper in detox the last 4 or 5 months that have been my whole life. That's crazy. I've been bedridden. But it's different. So, and this is the cycles that I see, and this is what I really want to teach more about in the future. When you stick to it and really stay there, we really transform into a completely different level. Because I have been eating the same diet now that I have been eating for several years, like almost exactly the same. Yeah. So I didn't change anything. But one thing, I started meditating 4 hours a day. I was walking the longest trails every single day, 2 or 3 hours. I was out walking the mountains.
Wow.
That's the level that I was at right now. We're talking in May.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, my body started going so deep. It started cleansing veins and blood and lung. It's like, oh my God. So who knows? And that's the thing. There is no destination to this. There's only experience.
I definitely feel like I've come across so many people that they see this as a 30-day challenge, a 90-day juice cleanse, or they go raw for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and then they get tempted back and they fall right back to their old habits very quickly.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not aware of the deeper levels of healing that continue to happen, as you're saying, into it, that there still seems to be like a lot of healing.
Oh yeah. What I say to people is the first year is the worst.
Hey Jim, I'm just following up about our call last week. Do you have any more questions? Lowered status frame. We'd really love to work with you. We'd really love to partner with you. Please email me back.
With the change, so they know we're talking more than a year if you're in the chronic phase. But I mean, everybody's different, and everybody's different emotionally and mentally.
Please be wary of anybody that is trying to oversimplify how your body functions, or trying to mislead you and tell you that your body just needs to cleanse and your body can just cleanse for years and years, and after 90 days of eating nothing but fruit, if your body's craving a piece of chicken, don't do it. Just keep forcing it to do, its detox protocol. You cannot do that. Your body's not a car. It's like they think their body's a car. They can just take it apart and get a Q-tip and a toothbrush and cleanse out every molecule and impurity out of every corner and polish it and put it back together and get their car back on the road running like new. That's what they think they're doing. But you can't do that because you cannot stop your body and take it apart and cleanse out every impurity. Your body has to run. It has to rebuild. It has to cleanse. It has to heal. It has to do all this stuff all at the same time, 365 days a year, all at the same time. And you have to give your body food that supports that, and you have to listen to cues from your body when it's time to do either one of these things a little bit more than the other. It's a balance, and it's not some super delicate balance that has to be perfect all the time, but you cannot be sitting up there focusing on digging deeper and deeper. You can regularly dig into some of your body fat if you want to dig, go on a little bit of a cleanse or something like that and remove some body fat and maybe some toxins like that and then rebuild. But if you are trying to dig deeper into your organs and like Dr. Morse, cleanse the kidneys, you're trying to dig and dig and dig deep into your bones and everything like that, you can only dig but so far before you are neglecting and sacrificing the actual running of your body, trying to dig into your bone marrow and cleanse out imaginary toxins out of there and forcing your body to stay raw. Meanwhile, everything else is suffering and being sacrificed because you're not giving it what it needs to keep running.
Summer can't because she still has quite a bit of weight to lose and has had some challenges at home on her off-campus trips.
A video 2 weeks ago got quite a few more views than normal videos about Mingo and, well, we'll call them Mr. and Mrs. because they're older. Mr. and Mrs. Mingo and Tuneta, I think her name is pronounced. And it was called Fruit Carrying is a Death Diet. And I did do a follow-up video, but I got a comment earlier saying
description.
Alright, that is enough for me. I will talk to you later.